Just bling. Pure bling. Straight out of my mouth. That's right. What is going on? UniteTheClans here, back in your life with another episode of the Minecraft. We are here at Ocean's Gate. It's freaking magnificent, and I've been trying to put some time in, AFK, away from camera, off camera, trying to finish up a little bit of the work on some of these projects. So I can't remember exactly where we finished off, but you know what? Let's go down the old-fashioned way. And I'll show you everything I have done. And I have a good plan for today's episode. I had somebody in the comments after the episode where I was talking all about travel and whatnot. I had somebody in the comments say you should do a exploration episode. And as awesome as an idea as that is, we're not really geared up for it. So I'm thinking this episode we do some actual mining like I tried to earlier. And once we got all the supplies we need, we will set off on an expedition, hopefully next episode. But before we get there, let's take a peek at what I done. What I done, I guess is how I say that. So if you guys peek up here, you can see I've added a roof to this, finished it up. It looks complete from all angles now, and it does look like kind of like a little house instead of just like, oh, a secret staircase. That, yeah, well, I'll fill that in later. But here we go, all the way up. And then this cave at some point, we're going to have to do up this cave. Kind of, I mean, we don't have to, but we could kind of connect it and make it feel like it's all part of the same structure. And then over here, y'all have seen this. I don't think there's much new here, except I'm thinking of this room for storage, maybe. That's what I got on my mind at the moment. Get opened up, idiot. Alright, we'll close this, and then up here is done, but I've punched these out. I think I'm going to put in regular old oak doors, so that it looks like, you know, from the outside this looks a bit like a wall, but we've got a fishing spot here, another fishing spot here, and I've been doing a decent amount of that. This, at some point, I'll expand up into the cave that's up here. I don't know if I can, yeah, up there. So at some point we'll expand up there. But for now, yeah, I'd stick to the fourth door, which comes out obviously over here. This is another cave we can deck out at some point. And then this little room here, you won't be able to see the change, but I have, oh yeah, I guess you'll see this change. But I've roofed this in, and then instead of having to come out here and do an awkward thing up the edge of the mountain, I've made a little path that leads directly into our main house, the first house, which means at some point I gotta clear this out. This is just gonna be a little landing area, a little entrance, and then up here we'll set up for maybe you know, crafting and storage and whatnot, and then up in the very loft, which is done, we'll put a bed up here. So this building is looking good, and we've got some structures on this mountain now. We're starting to dominate it, starting to make it feel like home. So I have got in my inventory, I got a bed, I got a bucket, I got some ladders, decent amount of food, nothing crazy. And we're gonna go deep. We're gonna see if we can get our hands on some iron, some redstone, because if I'm going to explore, I'm gonna map it. I'm gonna do some mapping. I don't know why I'm not using my way that I made to get down the hill. Maybe it's just too convoluted. But you know, we were looking for caves earlier, and I kind of found one by accident over here. So I had a little, let's call it some controlled demolition. I don't know if that's accurate. I had a creeper problem, and I found this little cave. Hey, was that falling distance? I guess so. So I found this cave. We're gonna chit chat. All I did was place the one torch and peek to see if it was worth exploring. One little trick, I always put my torches on the right side. That way if I ever get lost, if I ever get tangled up in here, I know exactly where I am. Throw one more. Yes, and we will mine today. And you know what? I didn't even pick a topic to chat about today. Nothing at all. So this will all be off the top of my head. Hopefully it's intriguing. I will say, guys, I'm trying to manage a little Google Plus community for some of the subscribers who I see the most, who comment the most and whatnot. Because I'd love a way to stay in touch with you guys, get your opinion if I'm thinking about a new series or I'm thinking about ending a series. So if you feel like, you know, you watch a lot of my stuff and you wouldn't mind, you know, passing on your opinion once in a while, I think it's called the Geek Squad, which I think I've called you in the past. Term of endearment, not an insult. Geek is a great word. It's beautiful. You want to be a geek. And so yeah, Geek Squad over there. I added it to my Google Plus. I don't think I tweeted it or put it on the Facebook. But if you guys are interested, just follow the old social media links and you'll find your way there. Yeah, I'd love to keep getting feedback from you guys. Heck, this is a lot of coal. Jesus. I mean, Jeebus. There we go. There we go. No point in lighting this up. I should almost take my torches back, but it's not like we're going to be short of coal. You know what I'm saying? And we shouldn't be short of wood. I tried to bring tons of wood down this time. Wood is one thing you always run out of on a deep mining expedition. If the tunnels just keep going deeper and deeper, it's the sticks for the torches and new picks and whatnot. That's the problem. I'm loving building in this world. It's taking some planning for me not just to do straight building episodes. Some of my favorite YouTubers, all they do in their Minecraft series is just build. I've mentioned I love building with BOO. If you haven't seen that series, he's great. Oh, hello. Another good reason to put your torches on the wall. They will not get knocked off. What have I discovered? It looks lit up. Oh. Have I been here before? Clearly, there's a torch in it. What the heck is this place? I just stuck a torch down here. I don't think I've ever been down here. Oh, cool. What? I don't know if I knew this was here. Obviously I did, but I may have forgotten. I'd like to get deeper to find the good stuff, but geez, it's hard to say no to all this coal. Why don't I, there's even more at the bottom of this lake. Why don't I gather some up, and when I come across something intriguing, I'll bring you back into this thing. Looks like this thing goes deep, geeks. I've already got a stack and a half of coal, and we got even more there, and I've just come to this little T intersection. I should check. Oh, we gotta come out in another frickin' ocean. Oh, I know exactly where this spot is. Would you believe this? I always see freaks just sitting in the bottom of this. I didn't realize it actually went through to somewhere deep underground. That is cool. Tell you what, guys, I had no reason to, but I woke up today feeling like absolute crap. And, you know, I have to fight sort of bad habits I picked up from my dad growing up. He would always, anytime something hurt, he'd just kind of like jump to taking some sort of medication to deal with it. And that's never the best thing in the world. You know what it was? Like, honestly, I woke up, I was feeling lousy, kind of achy, and I just, you know, woke up. I had a cup of coffee, drank a ton of water, and you know, within sort of half an hour, I was feeling better. But my instinct was to take like a muscle relaxant or something, and again, like I said, I try to avoid that whenever possible. Hopefully, you guys do the same. It's just one of those things. Usually, if you're feeling lousy enough to think about taking something strong. Oh, I've seen rooms like, oh, are we at the end? We are at the end. It's a cool little room. Usually these lead off multiple directions. Nope. Just thought I'd see if I could punch through. There's a term for that in Minecraft. I forget what it's called. Where you just get to an end of a cave and you dig. Try and see if you can come up with anything. Clearly not. Try this side too. This is the most likely side. You know what? Maybe we'll have to dig down from here. Dig a strip mine, which is not fun for you guys. It's sort of boring, but you know what? We've almost got, I mean, no redstone. I'll have to dig deep, track down some redstone so we can get a compass going. Because you need the old compass for the map, right? but found a decent chunk of iron and a ton of coal, an F ton of coal. Yeah. Let's start the old. I'm not gonna dig it too wide, but let's. If you guys have never dug a strip mine, basically you got to get down to. Kind of have to dig down to like the 14, 16 area to get the good stuff. But yeah, once you get down there, there's 1,000 different methods, but it's basically whatever efficient kind of spider web of tunnels you can dig to make sure that you get kind of all the diamond, all the gold, all the reds, all the good stuff in an area. I don't know, it's a pretty effective. I avoided it forever because I'd just go down every cave I found. But honestly, that's the way to do it. If you really want resources, dig down to the appropriate height and just dig one main tunnel and then just dig off the side of it again and again and again. And you basically, there's, like I said, very efficient ways to do it, and then there's whatever feels and looks good, because usually, like, even if I have an area that's designed to be kind of industrial, not industrial, but it's not supposed to be pretty. It's not a gorgeous build. It's sort of utilitarian, like a mine, oh, there we go. Or just like, a lot of people's houses, they just get, or like the main floor of my house right now, I'm one to frickin' talk. You get a bed in there, you get a work table, what's it called? Crafting table, and you get a furnace, and you just go done. Interior decoration done. Usually I try and gussy up even the most utilitarian of areas. Alright, geeks, we are back. Talk about unnecessary, but like I mentioned, I will eventually plan on decorating this area up. So, I figured I'd make it a little bigger, because anytime you want to decorate, you really need space, unless you're just gonna put a flat layer of blocks on the outside. And even if you do, you end up with a pretty cramped space if it's only a few blocks wide. So I've dug this as a little starting spot. Now, before I dig that redstone, how many do you need, by the way, for a compass? Oh, we'll be fine. What is it? 4 or 5? Something like that. I can never remember. I think it's 5 that you need. And we have got 18, so even more. We're going to be good, and that's without a fortune pick. Frick. But yeah, the general concept, if you haven't branch mined, is basically, there's 100 ways to do it. Some more efficient than others, but you pick a spot like this. Now, the method that I think is technically the most efficient is every couple of blocks. So like right here, we know there's no gold or diamonds there, so I don't need to dig this one out. But here, I don't know if it's back there. So you basically dig like this until you can't go any further. Slam down a torch because you're going to interconnect these little tunnels. Obviously nothing there. So then I go down, and there's obviously nothing down here. So you basically move down till this one, and you dig as far as you can go. And then if there are diamonds, they literally can't hide from us. We've looked everywhere there is to look, unless they're in this row, I guess. But this is technically the most efficient method. And then when you've done that, because, okay, let's just punch this out. Something like that. See, now we found that lapis, right? Oh, and I filled this in. So our next one is going to have a branch coming off it that's 5 deep too, right? So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I didn't dig deep enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this is where you would go in from. So from here, right, you do the exact, I should just knock this part out so you guys can see what I'm after. So we've seen everything in there. If I go in here and, what was it, this one? Sorry guys. Yeah, so if I go in here, these should connect if I've done my counting right. There you go. And then we can literally see if there's anything of value in between these two branches. But clearly not, so I'd go down another couple and I'd knock it out. But we got the lapis we need, and this branch mine is going to be here for us in the future next time we need to really get going. Now, a lot of people don't like the method that I'm doing there, because when you do find something like that lapis, you end up having to dig this all out, right? And so a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll just kind of like every couple, they'll dig a 1x2 tunnel. So maybe I'll do the opposite on the other side. Oh, wow. See, and I'm at, what, 12 for elevation. Now, this is supposed to be the ideal height. I think it used to be 14, but they got lowered at some point. I might be wrong. Yeah, so this is the ideal height where lava lakes are technically below you, I think. I think they form at 10, but that you get the best chance of getting diamond. So, yeah, a lot of people, what they do is they just dig in here, and then they dig in here. And then you'll see every block in between the two, and then they dig in again here. Now, this one, technically less efficient, but I think I like that better. I don't know. I've done them all, so I'm not sure exactly what we'll do. But if you guys have never dug one of these, I would entirely, wholeheartedly recommend it. They're great for peace of mind. One, you can come down here, know if you need diamonds, the single most efficient way to go get diamonds or redstone or lapis or anything of the above. But the main reason I recommend these guys, it's almost meditative. Every time I come down and do some mining, I clear my head. Like, you just kind of have to dig. And so what I would normally do with one of these, I'd dig the whole length. Boom. Check it. What? You know what? I'm glad. See? And you keep getting intense satisfaction from, finding... Oh, I broke that already, eh? From finding diamonds. Look at... Oh, yes. We've got the mother lode. Hell yes. So we're geared up for our exploration now. But yeah, I just keep digging down like this. And you can really, I don't know, gives you some time to clear your head. Deal with your own thoughts. You just dig, and you're not digging aimlessly. This is literally the most efficient way to get resources in the game of Minecraft. So I would recommend it, if only to put your mind at ease, guys. So geeks, that does it for this episode of the Minecraft. I think, as lame as an ending it is, to come at you guys from a strip mine, we got everything we need for next episode. Next episode will be a grand expedition. We will explore, we will see the world, and we'll do it while geared up in this. Bling, pure bling, straight out of my mouth. That's right. Thank you, geeks, for watching. I'm UniteTheClans, and I will see all y'all in the next episode of the Minecraft.